Hello everyone, welcome to my Car Review 2025 official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Lexus has made plenty of big, fast, and loud performance vehicles. But compact, brisk, and a bit cheeky, that's something new. Lexus LBX Morizo RR, powertrain 1.6-litre turbo petrol 3-cylinder, 8-speed auto. AWD output 206 kilowatts per 390 Nm efficiency 9.5 L 100 km size 4,190 mm long, 1,485 kilograms price $89,900. And that's the LBX Morizo RR, which takes Lexus LBX compact crossover and adds a lot of spice from Toyota Gazoo Racing. It's well known that this new performance LBX is a passion project for Toyota chairman Akio Toyoda. Morizo is a pseudonym Toyota has used for racing, although the name itself is borrowed from one of Japan's 2005 HE Expo mascots, a wise grandfather of the forest. Lexus LBX First Drive, relax, it's not just a Yaris Cross. Toyota GR Yaris and GR Corolla Automatic First Drive, D delivers. Toyota GR86 Huracan Edition First Drive, green means go. RR is a reference to Rookie Racing, a motorsport organization founded in 2017 and purchased by Toyota in 2020, running as a sister team to GR. Why make a racier LBX? Largely because Toyota Lexus can. The standard LBX is based on the platform and powertrain of the Toyota Yaris Cross, which in turn makes it a conveniently close relation to the GR Yaris and GR Corolla. Lexus has made plenty of big, fast, and loud performance vehicles. But compact, brisk, and a bit cheeky, that's something new. So in goes the GR 1.6-litre 3-cylinder engine and AWD hardware. With 206 kilowatts per 390 Nm, it's not exactly the same as the Toyota models, which are both now 221 kilowatts per 400 Nm. But the 8-speed direct shift automatic gearbox used in the Lexus is also now available in the GR Yaris and GR Corolla, so they have that in common. It's a lot more than simply an engine transplant, though. The LBX platform has been strengthened with 469 extra welds and bracing, a rear performance damper and an extra 12.8 m of structural adhesive. It's a serious machine, albeit not as raw or immediately lively as the GR twins, and that's very much by design. The Morizo RR is 15 mm wider than the standard LBX and 10 mm lower, which doesn't sound like a lot, but the driver's seat has also been lowered 10 mm, which gives it a really different feel from behind the wheel. And fitting the GR AWD hardware in at the back meant tossing out the torsion beam suspension in favor of the GR Corolla's multilink setup. As with the GR Yaris, you can configure the AWD system in different ways. But the settings are branded in a much more Lexus-appropriate way. So it's a serious machine, albeit not as raw or immediately lively as the GR twins, and that's very much by design, because the company still wants the LBX Morizo to feel Lexus Y when you're driving around town or cruising on the motorway. Lexus calls it casual luxury. The cabin is suitably swish but doesn't give the impression of being overly racy, beyond the snug, low-set seats, some suede-like trim inserts and a bit of red stitching. It would easily pass for a run-of-the-mill LBX, as would the urban driving experience. The thrummy sound of the powered-up 3-cylinder is quite subdued and the 8-speed automatic shifts smoothly. The 19-inch wheels and 235/45 tires are fairly aggressive for a car of this size, but the low-speed ride is perfectly acceptable for day-to-day driving. As with the GR Yaris, you can configure the AWD system in different ways. But the push-button settings are branded in a much more Lexus-appropriate way, none of this gravel and track nonsense, there's simply normal, sport and AWD. So you can't force the majority of the power to the back like you can in the GR model's track setting, and what's more it defaults to normal every time you switch off. It's a much more low-key configuration. But the little RR is still an outrageous amount of fun when you wind everything up. The 3-pot engine is effervescent once it's on song and the 8-speed direct shift gearbox lives up to its name with whip-crack changes. It's not crazy fast, with 0 to 100 km per hour in 5.2 seconds, but that's not the idea. It's more about the sensations the car delivers on the way. The chassis doesn't feel anywhere near as edgy as the GR Yaris, but there's an unbelievable amount of mechanical grip and the traction composure of the AWD system is deeply impressive. The LBX Morizo RR is a whopping $21,000 more than the most luxurious LBX hybrid relax cool AWD models. Worth it? Absolutely, because this comprehensively enhanced little Lexus is very much its own thing. It's very much its own thing compared to Toyota's sister GR models too, which is even more impressive. The GoFast LBX is $89,990, a whopping $21,000 more than the next LBX down the range. But it's a whole other car, really. The 3-cylinder turbo makes 206 kilowatts per 390 Newton meters and drives through an 8-speed automatic. It's AWD. The engine is tiny but it likes a drink, no question. It's a proper performance car, after all. The official figure is 9.5 L 100 km. Brilliantly engaging, albeit a bit less edgy than the Toyota GR product with which it shares its powertrain. But that might be a better blend of talents for many buyers. It might be a 5-door, but think of the RR as a 2-person car. It really is tiny and the back seats are barely habitable for adult passengers. The boot is tiny, too, even smaller than the standard LBX, thanks to the new suspension hardware required for the Morizo. It looks fantastic, the powertrain is full of character and it drives like a highly polished performance product from people who know exactly what they're doing. It's not as immediately entertaining feeling as a GR Yaris, there's no AWD setting to push more power to the back and it's very expensive compared to both other LBX models and the GR Yaris GR Corolla. Somebody who appreciates the exquisite engineering work and powertrain character that's gone into this car, and doesn't want to be as obvious as those GR people. So what do you guys think about this update? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like my videos, please press like and subscribe for more. I'll see you guys next time.